Hello and welcome back to another Simsig tutorial. This time we're over on the East Coast and at the very start with London's King's Cross. Starting straight away, you may notice that you have all 11 platforms at King's Cross and via button A, B and C. Most of the time this via button A is just dictating which way you would like to go into platform 1. Via button B is coming off fast line of 1 into platform 5. So if you want to come this way, which obviously can't do because of a route set. And then C is from slow line 2 into platform 9. And also 8, I believe. King's Cross loco siding. O Papa 003. This comes out of the loco siding. It's due at 10:27. However, they will phone you up and go, "I can go," but they reverse it at Stevenage and do that line. The line out to Camden Road Junction is slot used. Is slot controlled, so any trains going in or out will require a slot. The line to St Pancras International goes unused, at least in the 2015 timetable, which is what this is. The Moorgate branch, which you'll notice up here, is fully automatic because, as you can tell, there's an auto button. You can control if you want to. Looking at the front of the station, most platforms can be accessed from all lines. In fact, no, all platforms except platform 0 can be accessed from all lines. Coming over to the Finsbury Park, you might notice doubled up platforms, or being 2 platforms to 1 line, except on the fast. So that means if you have a train due to platform 2 and 3, you could 2 or 3 rather, you can send them into there. The downslow 2 passenger trains will accept routes down here. However, it does skip Haringey. So you might just want to be wary of that if you're thinking of sending Moorgate trains down here. The line out to Canonbury junctions requires a slot to send a train and not to come in, however. So there is a few reversing moves that come up here and then reverse down after coming out of Hornsey. So they will come up here, you will need to request a slot, set it to signal Delta Juliet 48, and then run them back down. Line from the down Moorgate onto down slow 1. I would not recommend, outside of the early hours of the morning, setting signal 395 autoed. Again, because most Moorgate trains stop at Hornsey and there is no platform for Hornsey. Same with the upslow. Hornsey EMU carriage line, as you might notice, I haven't set my reminders, but does not count as Hornsey depot. It is something completely different and goes unused. Hornsey depot, whilst we're on the subject, the reversing siding is used a lot, as is the flyover and the Hornsey EMU reversing sidings. The Hornsey EMU, the shunt signals, the berth for those is, when the train is entered, is at the main signal, so either 428 or 426. Fern Park carriage sidings, diesel, wreck, concrete and GBRF. Most trains from Haringey Curve Junction and Haringey Park Junction will just go in and out of there. Also with Hornsey, you don't need a slop. Uh, Bounds, Bounds Green Depot. Um, they'll mostly send trains in via the entrance by Bowes Park and out via the obviously Bounds Green Depot. They are coming out of Bounds Green and don't specifically require to stop at somewhere like Hornsey or Harringay. You can just route them onto Upslow 2 and then onto the main slow lines at or just after Finsbury Park, which is generally your best idea. Bowes Park Spur isn't used again, so you can set your reminders on that or just ignore it. However, Bowes Park reversing siding has no berth for trains, so it's worth having a sticky note with just training section, whatever the head code is. Fern Park, most trains that come out on your left hand side will just go through via the carriage washer and will sit there till they give TLCS, which you can tell they do. The start of your 2015 timetable, the signal 492 at New Southgate should be cancelled as 6 Tango 81 wants to come up onto the slow line. Most trains are fine running them on the slow line. When you get to Welwyn Garden City, you can and you should put trains that terminate via platform onto platform 4 because you can just set your route into the carriage sidings from there and not block your main lines. On platform 2 on the Upslow, you cannot auto these signals unfortunately, so just want to be careful. Hertford North, the signal just before Mulwood Tunnel, not generally. I'd recommend having it set to the Warner signal, and then you can set the main signal and they'll both clear. That's when required. Gordon Hill and Hertford North, they will accept any platform to terminate on, so be wary and don't clog up your system. Along with most ground frames like Watton, Cuffley, Walmer Green, the crossover there, those aren't really used. Bradbury Junction between Stevenage Platform 4 and Bradbury Junction, the line is reversible on the down Hertford. However, requires obviously no route set from one signal's direction, which is what 0 Papa 03 and then 04 use. The flyover from Hitchin Platform 2 to Hitchin East Junction is generally how you want to be routing your trains to Letchworth and then Royston. Sandy and Biggleswade are both out towards Peterborough, so you can send them both out that way. Hitchin Upyard has a few trains, not many. Hitchin Upyard, 3 trains go in and then 4 come out. Because that's the north entrance and nothing uses that. Don't think, because I haven't seen it used. No. So Hitchin B ground frame, Hitchin A ground frame aren't used. Signal 947. You can have that autoed when you're sending things into either the carriage sidings or the reversing siding. However, you don't want to have it you cannot have a route set from it, as it's got its overlap here and will clog your route between the reverse or your sidings and the main. Hitchin Downyard, there is a 6 Juliet 35, as you can see. Goes to Hitchin, out, reverses, out again. If you really feel like it, you can edit your timetable so that it uses the crossover and just skips going into Hitchin for the first time, but I would not do that. if you don't know how you work in your ground frames. Other than that, looking over it, there isn't much more. Just be wary of 6 Tango 8-1. And that is it. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thanks. Just look over the notes. Other than that, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, good job. I'll see you next time.